The new home for me is like a new beginning.
Welcome to my channel. What if I told you that the very mansion Cody and Robyn declared as their forever home could be their biggest blunder so far? What if the so-called dream home, the one they boasted about, the one viewers considered as their badge of success, secretly harbored a poisonous secret that put everyone who lived there in harm's way? Staff, this is not gossip column. Rumor. This is from reports, eyewitnesses, and insider leaks that have started surfacing on the internet, casting a grim light on what's truly happening behind the walls of the Brown clan's Flagstaff mansion. It began, as so many of Cody and Robyn's scandals do, with denial. Our sources indicate that Robyn started having weird symptoms soon after they moved, and headaches, nausea, lethargy. The children began to fall ill as well. Initially, she attributed it to stress, perhaps allergies. But then, something went terribly wrong. Walls started developing weird stains. Mysterious odors wafted through the air. And that's when a family friend reportedly said to them, "You may want to have this place inspected." Cody, naturally, discounted it. He allegedly informed Robyn, "This house is okay. Don't listen to outsiders trying to cause drama." He said the media would spin it, and that anyone who brought up the issue was jealous of their happiness. But in private, the tension was mounting. When the inspection did come quietly, without any cameras, the findings were heartbreaking. Black mold, water damage, high levels of air quality hazards, and worse yet, the inspection report indicated that these conditions were not new, but old. That means Cody and Robyn could have purchased the home knowing it had severe structural and environmental issues. And here's where it gets ugly. That inspection report, it strangely disappeared from public documents. Someone ensured it was made to disappear. But, crew, nothing is hidden forever. Because one of the inspectors made copies, and that proof is now in the hands of someone who has no problem speaking out. And when they did, the truth regarding the Browns' ideal home began disintegrating quicker than everyone had imagined. The scandal burst into the open when the leaked confidential inspection reports were published on an internet site 3 weeks after the so-called Dream Home show aired. The report detailed inside of the house in gut-wrenching detail. Black mold remnants in the vents, water behind the walls, and lethal humidity all across the basement, where many of the children stayed most of the day. It was more than a minor issue. Guys, it was a health risk. The mold infestation had invaded the HVAC system, so whenever Cody or Robyn flipped on the air, the contamination was flowing throughout the entire home. The same air the children breathed every evening. Robyn was said to have panicked. She called the contractor. She called Cody. She even called the realtor, demanding an explanation. But Cody, he was enraged, not at the mold, but at Robyn for making it public. He screamed that she was panicking, that the house wasn't dangerous, and that if she began panicking, the network would catch wind of it and spin another fake narrative. But the network didn't have to spin, because the facts were spinning themselves. Once the report was leaked, the Sister Wives cyber fanbase ignited. Reddit forums, Facebook groups, and YouTube comment channels began analyzing every phrase. Fans were comparing the timeline, aligning the inspection date with filming calendars. And that's when the theory struck. Cody and Robyn might have intentionally concealed the destruction in order to continue filming and to safeguard their TLC reward. But it wasn't all about mold or bad pipes anymore. One source who was in contact with the production staff claims that this leak prompted something far more significant. A low-key internal review by TLC's legal department. The network supposedly wished to know if any aspect of the Brown family's on-camera story had been misrepresented for liability purposes. That team is corporate speak for "we think they lied on camera." And it only got worse when, the medical records started coming out, records indicating that at least 2 of the Brown kids had come down with respiratory problems around the same time. 2. The link between the toxic dream home and those symptoms. Too strong to deny. Cody's empire was starting to fall, not because of betrayal or money this time around, but because of the walls in his own house. But as shocking as that is, the most explosive revelation hadn't even reached the courtroom yet. because soon, one of the contractors, the man who assisted in the construction of the house, would come forward with evidence that took this case from a scandal to an outright cover-up. When the contractor stepped forward, it all turned around. His name has not been made public, but sources indicate he was one of the senior supervisors on the original renovation crew on the house. He didn't desire fame, he didn't desire attention, he desired the truth exposed. And what he did expose left even the most die-hard Sister Wives fans aghast in shock. As per his testimony, the house Cody and Robyn purchased had been plagued by problems for years, problems that were amply disclosed prior to sale. Leaks in the roof, cracks in the foundation, and, yep, initial manifestations of mold in the basement. But Cody, the consummate salesman, reportedly wanted to purchase the house ASAP so he could negotiate a better price. The contractor mentioned Cody even boasted on the walkthrough, "We'll get it fixed up cheap, the cameras will make it look perfect." Crew, take that in. The alleged dream home wasn't one at all. It was a fixer-upper that Cody believed he could mask behind good lighting and TV editing. But you can't edit real life. When the contractor was questioned as to why he had chosen to speak out, he replied, in a response that was every bit as chilling, because the kids were getting sick, and no one was doing anything about it. He reported he had warned the Browns repeatedly regarding moisture problems and air circulation issues. But Cody did not want to spend money to fix them. He didn't want anything to hold up filming, the contractor explained. He wanted to keep on schedule and keep the money coming. The moment that testimony found its way into the papers, Cody and Robyn's perfect family illusion was shattered. Robyn had been observed crying in court, mascara smudged on her face as she was read the contractor's words. Cody sat expressionless, shaking his head, muttering about it being lies from jealous people. But the proof was before them. Photographs of putrid drywall, flooded insulation, and repair bills they had not paid were placed in evidence. Worse, some of those bills were apparently sent in for reimbursement from TLC. Perhaps Cody had attempted to use network funds to band-aid an issue he knew was irreversible. The judge's response: awed silence, followed by a lone question. "Mr. Brown, did you knowingly put your family at risk by remaining in that house?" Cody didn't respond. He stared at the ground, his jaw set in a hard line. And in that moment, the courtroom and the world knew the Brown dynasty wasn't only constructed upon lies of affection, it was constructed upon a house of decay. But just when it seemed like Cody and Robyn couldn't fall any lower, another twist was waiting. Someone from inside their own circle, a name fans would recognize, had more evidence to share. And this time, it wasn't about the house, it was about the money. The second bombshell came from no one who could possibly expect it, an insider who has been part of the inner circle of the Brown family for years. Leaked transcripts say this individual was more than just a friend or family member. They were a financial advisor who had worked directly with Cody and Robyn to buy their Flagstaff mansion.